Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video breakdown. In today's video, jam-packed with lots of information for you all today, we're going to be talking about silver. We're going to be talking about distributed ledger technologies revolutionizing the tokenization of assets, non-bankable assets specifically. We're going to be talking about DXY price action, risk on assets in the next couple of weeks to months. What type of price action I'm going to be expecting and what I'm looking at in the markets. If you all enjoy video breakdowns like this, deep rabbit hole dives, going over chart work, going over fundamentals, make sure that you all subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up button. It does help boost the algorithm. Let's get started. So based off of a recent video that I made for you all talking about silver, I want to just show you all again that we have been mentioning to you all, you guys have this little nifty tool on TradingView where you can go and you can copy tweets. And you can see where your influencers are posting tweets out to you all. And you all can see this tweet that I put out to you guys on the 16th of February, when silver was roughly at about $20 per ounce. And since then, you all can see that we've seen a major appreciation in value. Now, the reason why I'm showing you all this is because I'm asking myself as a silver investor, am I going to stack more silver right now, or are we going to wait to see what the DXY does over the next couple of weeks to maybe even months to come? So I said to you guys in this tweet, break away from all financial instruments, get out of debt. Everyone is already in virtual bankruptcy. Convert into real assets that have liquidity outside of the banking system. Reduce your expenditures, increase your savings, and lower your taxable income. Now, one of the reasons why I said this to you all again is because I personally invest in assets that have liquidity outside of the banking system, and silver is one of those. So we'll get into that in today's video breakdown. I have an article for you all that just recently dropped on the 20th of March, 2023. But let's first talk about the DXY. Now, the reason why I'm specifically looking at silver, which led me to talk to you about risk on assets and cryptocurrencies, because I saw this article right here that was posted on fxstreet.com on the 14th of April, 2023. And it says, the US dollar index could a double bottom at the weekly chart drive the DXY to 111. Now, personally, you all know that here at CYPRX, we don't pay attention to retail support resistance methodologies or any of that normal mainstream gibberish. However, this is very interesting surrounding a tweet that I put out to you all where I said, every single time in the past the DXY has closed bearish below the 102 psych level, crypto has bottomed out, leading to massive bull markets. Are we on the brink of something major? Let's see. And I posted this screenshot to you all, which we'll go over in just 1 second. We have the DXY chart and the XRP chart in correlation with major bull runs taking precedence when the DXY broke bearish below the 102 psych level. And I have to give a shout out to Raw Crypto. I look forward to hopefully doing a joint collaborative video with you in the future. Okay, so with that being said, back over to silver. In reading this article with my crypto asset analysis, right, we're waiting for a potential breach of these major psychological levels in the DXY. Is the DXY going to decline, or is it going to appreciate in value over the next couple of weeks? Well, if we look at silver, silver just tapped into 2022 highs. Are we going to see a major catalyst that sends the DXY down in value, again, depreciating? So right now, what we're waiting for is to see if the DXY can break the significant historical psychological level and depreciate in value, which hopefully for us as silver investors will get us to see a potential higher price in silver. Now, as a silver investor, personally, I've mentioned to you all on the Twitter space that I'm going to be continuously stacking physical silver as long as we remain under $27. In my personal opinion, yes, I do think in the meantime, we could see a potential pullback on silver. Now, I'm not going to go into detail because I only look at silver and gold on the higher time frame unless I'm day trading it. So I'm not going to get into specific price targets for my silver and gold investments. However, I will generate those targets to the CYPRX student and give them those in our private group chat. So moving on, let's just take a break from silver real fast. I want to bring something else to your attention. Let's go over to a cryptocurrency that's heavily correlated to the DXY, and we'll use XRP for this example because a lot of our followers here at CYPRX are heavily invested into XRP or are XRP enthusiasts. Now, I want you all to pay attention. On the left-hand side, we have the XRP charts as we take a break from silver. And on the right-hand side, we have the DXY chart. Now, when I mentioned to you all in that tweet is that every single time the DXY has failed to break above the major psychological level 102 and instead has closed bearish below it, sending price on the DXY down, or the strength of the DXY down, that is when the major bull runs in the cryptocurrency market, or specifically looking at the XRP charts, have started. So here you guys can see back in 2017 on the XRP charts, we bottomed out in the crypto market, specifically looking at the XRP charts, and we went on a parabolic run all the way up into XRP's highs. Now, at the same time, on the DXY in 2017, that is exactly when, if you look at the correlation, the DXY retested the 102, failed to break above it, and closed bearish below, sending the DXY strength plummeting. Now, same thing here. You guys can see the dates down at the bottom of my charts. In 2020, this is when XRP bottomed out again and went on a parabolic run. Now, the run wasn't as big as it was to the one previous. However, if you look at the DXY charts, again, in 2020, looking at the XRP charts, when the DXY failed to close above the 102 and instead started to decline below it, and that is exactly when XRP went on a parabolic run. Now, in correlation with this article in silver, alongside with crypto risk on assets, what are we seeing right now? We're seeing the DXY hovering around that 102 psychological level. And what that article was pretty much saying is the DXY going to form some type of double bottom formation and start to move back to the upside, which internally would send the price, in my personal opinion, of gold and silver back down. Now, not plummeting down. Again, this is the XRP chart. I'm specifically talking about silver, as a matter of fact. Let's go over to silver real fast just so I can show you guys. In my personal opinion, right, if the DXY strength started to increase, that would then give us opportunities as silver stackers to say, okay, look, cool, we went all the way to 26 bucks. Maybe we're going to come back and create that higher low formation to then send price to higher levels, right? Something like that. If we did see this appreciation or this turnaround in DXY strength, right? We could see a potential pullback on silver and gold prices to scale back in for some nice buying opportunities before we go higher, which I do think is going to happen in my personal opinion. Now, same thing, vice versa with the cryptocurrency markets. Again, if we're looking at XRP, we are at a significant turning point where we're asking ourselves right now, is the DXY going to break below the 102 psychological level threshold? And are we going to start to see a depreciation in the DXY strength? And then hopefully, based off of past price action information, we start to see that bottom out formation, and we start to see risk on assets like cryptocurrencies specifically appreciate in value alongside, hopefully, with silver and gold. So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, again, a shout out to Raw Crypto for sending me information on this psychological level, the 102 psych level, specifically looking at it in history surrounding risk on assets like crypto, gold, and silver. All right. Now, back to asset tokenization. Why am I so bullish on assets like silver specifically, and then also cryptocurrencies like QNT? Well, if we see this article from March 20th, 2023, posted on the Quant Network website, it goes on to say, the next generation's family silver tokenizing non-bankable assets. This is a massive article, in my personal opinion, jam-packed with lots of information and interesting futuristic numbers. Technology now enables non-bankable assets to be tokenized and included as a part of people's professionally managed portfolios. Those wealth management firms that are quick to adapt will have significant competitive advantages. Now, we know that silver can be classified as a non-bankable asset because it is not widely accepted as collateral for loans or easily tradable like stocks or bonds. Baby boomers, specifically who were born between the years of 1946 and 1964, are known to have accumulated silver as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. They may pass down the silver to their heirs as a part of their estate planning or a tangible store of value. And in this document from QNT, it goes on to say that when we think of high net worth families and their assets from professional wealth management perspectives, we often think of cash, stocks, and other easily quantifiable investments. However, a significant portion of ultra high net worth wealth is tied up in assets that are harder to manage and quantify. Things like real estate, vintage cars, art, wine, jewelry, specifically focusing on gold and silver because the majority of jewelry is made from gold and silver, and other passionate interests. Accenture estimates that nearly half of the world's ultra-high net worth wealth is held in those non-bankable assets, equating to around $30 trillion globally. That is a massive statement right there. Tokenization refers to the process of creating digital representations of an asset, which can then be traded or managed on a blockchain network. The potential benefits of such a system are numerous and include, and then it goes on to list potential benefits. So again, heavily invested in QNT, but I'm also heavily invested in silver. Now, to move back over to specific silver fundamentals that have come out, I think that this progress in the silver market is very interesting and needs a little bit more paying attention to. This article goes on to read and was published on the 24th of February, 2023. 10 automakers deeply invested in solid state batteries. And I have to give a shout out to the CYPRX research team because I'm almost 110% sure this document came from them. It goes on to read, with a rapid rate at which technology is advancing, the automotive industry has gotten to the brink of a revolution with introducing of solid-state battery technology. The solid-state battery technology uses a solid electrolyte instead of a liquid electrolyte used in traditional lithium batteries, resulting in higher energy density, faster charging times, and improved safety. These benefits have made this technology incredibly attractive to automakers, but an ex-Tesla engineer, Jan Berdevsky, who is in charge of the roadster battery tech, but left out to start his own company, has expressed his doubts about this technology, claiming it has several technical challenges that will be difficult to overcome, and stated the future still remains in the hands of lithium batteries. However, look at this. What are solid-state batteries and why are they the future? Again, the future, where that's what we're looking forward right now. This is not an overnight get-rich-quick scheme, but we're trying to piece parts of the fundamentals together as to why over time, in my personal opinion, over the next 5 to 7 years, we could see a major appreciation in the price of silver. Lithium-ion batteries have played a major role in the development of modern society. It makes possible everything from the devices in our pockets to the electronic cars that we drive. The global electronic vehicle industry is growing at a rapid pace, which we've covered in previous video breakdowns. And the solid-state battery promises to transform the space by offering lighter, safer, and much more efficient energy storage solutions than outgoing lithium-ion batteries. So again, we're seeing an evolution right now, not only in the financial system, but also in the automotive industry. Now, this is a very interesting article. This is from the year 2020. Samsung reveals a breakthrough solid-state EV battery with a 500-mile range. Now, what I find interesting about this article is it goes on to say, the researchers say that using silver carbon instead of lithium metal in a prototype pouch yields a battery with a higher capacity, lengthens cycles of life, and makes the battery safer. The layer of silver carbon measures only 5 micrometers thick, but if it can accomplish in the real world what Samsung team is pulling off in the lab, it could substantially change EVs in the future. Interestingly enough, a follow-up article from this year, the 31st of January, 2023, 3 years later, goes on to say, Samsung to advance solid-state battery output after record sales. Now, what I want you all to pay attention to is the manipulation in between these articles. This guy right here is saying that solid-state batteries potentially are going to become the future. However, there's a handful of things that need to be overcome, and that right now, lithium-ion batteries are going to play a dominant role. But right now, what are we seeing? An article that came out where it goes on to talk about Samsung reveals breakthrough technology in solid-state batteries. Again, how this adoption curve needs to take place, the potential benefits that these batteries can provide, and how silver is incorporated in these batteries. And then 3 years later, we see progress on that old fundamental. Samsung to advance solid-state battery output after record sales. And we already know that silver plays a big role in these batteries, right? South Korea Samsung reported its largest ever profit and revenue last year, which will drive its efforts to produce solid-state batteries ahead of rivals. A solid-state battery is touted as a dream battery thanks to its safety and higher energy density than a lithium-ion battery. Once its pilot production lines are complete in the first half of this year as planned, Samsung is set to become the first battery maker with production lines for the next generation cells. So all in all, whether it's asset tokenization and non-bankable assets, or whether it's transforming a niche industry specifically dialed in like the automotive industry, silver in some way, shape, or form is playing a massive role in this global digital transformation. Something interesting is happening behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, and it would behoove you to go and do your research on, again, non-bankable assets, tokenization, the digitalization of our global financial infrastructure, multiple industries across the board that are being transformed. Something is about to happen, in my personal opinion, that's massive. Let's see if we can get this depreciation on the DXY. This is not financial advice, and I'm not telling you guys to go out and buy silver or buy XRP or anything like that. Make sure that you all are doing your own personal research. With that being said, if you all enjoyed this video breakdown, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We do appreciate the love and the support. As always, be cognizant, be aware, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.